Welcome again to the Melling Law YouTube channel, where we talk about different estate planning topics here in Utah. Today we're going to cover a little bit about document storage, especially as it applies to family dynamics that exist when we have children from a previous marriage, and then we have couples that are they don't share all their kids. So how does that play into document storage? We're going to do a podcast later this week about this more in depth, but kind of a general overview. Think about this. Let's say there's an estate plan in place and everybody's having trouble finding the documents. Who's going to start pointing fingers? In a kind of a traditional family setting, it's a little bit different because the kids tend to trust the surviving spouse, right? Because it's also their parent. In less traditional family settings where mom isn't the mother of these surviving children, it gets a little more complicated. So the reason why this plays into document storage is, let's say the documents were stored at home, everyone's looking for the papers, nobody can find it, everyone starts blaming the surviving spouse. Well, what if these papers didn't play in your favor and you destroyed the papers because of that? That's one scenario. Another is because of this fear, sometimes someone will actually leave the estate planning documents with their children rather than keep them in their own home. But then once again, the surviving spouse is saying, wait, where are these documents and why am I not seeing them? Was I disinherited? What happened? So you can see some of these issues that might play out if this isn't planned for properly. So usually with document storage, what I recommend in blended family type situations is we have multiple copies available. So we keep one with the spouse, one maybe with the kids, but then keep the originals somewhere, like with a trusted friend in a fire safe, so that, or maybe a safe deposit box maybe, and be very, very sure that if the person passes away, that the right people can still get access without needing a court order. Every bank is different, every lease agreement is different, so be careful with that, but sometimes a safe deposit box is a good option for those if it's approached correctly. But have multiple copies available so that nobody's pointing fingers, nobody's asking questions, and then the estate plan actually has its intended effect instead of causing a rift in the family. So tune in for our podcast later this week. We're going to talk more in depth about document storage in general, and with really all kinds of family structures and the pros and cons of different types of arrangements. But in the meantime, please subscribe to our channel, and you can always reach us at mellinglaw.com or at 435-572-0807.